Back when I was a kid, I would say I had two best friends. One being a guy named William, who I haven't talked to ever since I was a kid, and the other one being my little brother, Zyshawn. Me and my brother as kids would literally do everything together. In fact, he's one of the sole reasons on why I just didn't give up as a kid. One of our favorite memories as kids is just playing and having a good time with Sonic plushes. We absolutely loved Sonic, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Mario, although Mario wasn't as loved as the other two. And we used to just play with those plushes like all the time. The amount of creativity that we had and put into playing with those plushes was just amazing. We would even play with random bear plushes or even baby toys sometimes because we couldn't afford any of the cool Sonic GE plushes or the Sonic Tomy plushes that were out at the time. It was literally magical. And right then and there, I knew that Sean was my brother / best friend for life. Those memories of me and my brother playing with those plushes are something that I would just never forget. It's something that I absolutely love to talk about, and it makes me happy just thinking about it. I never liked getting rid of those plushes that me and my brother used to play with as kids, but as you can imagine, things come and go. I never got rid of all of them, but the majority of the ones that we built those memories off of are gone. The important ones. Honestly, I still like collecting Sonic plushes. I found myself collecting the ones that me and my brother wanted so badly as a kid. There was this one time that we were playing, and I will always remember this time. Me and my brother pretended like the Sonic plushes were in a band, and we were singing a song called All Hail Shadow with the plushes. And as we played and added more plushes in the band, we would change the words of the song to match the plush's name. So instead of All Hail Shadow, for example, it was All Hail Sonic, All Hail Eye, All Hail Knuckles. We loved every second of it. But that was a long time ago. The night before writing this script, me and my brothers went out late night to Walmart. And we were playing music in the car. We were singing along to the songs and having a nice time. But a part of me wanted to see if the part of Zyshawn who loved playing with those Sonic plushes was still alive. So I tried to play some Sonic music. I tried to play Live and Learn and All Hail Shadow, but the car fell silent. I kind of got in my feelings about the All Hail Shadow one though. I wanted to see if I was the only one between the two of us who was holding on to those memories, and as the car fell silent, the hard truth kind of hit me. Something inside of me was hoping that he would sing along to All Hail Shadow and then I could join in with him, but there was nothing but silence. Damn. I guess he really is gone. As I grew up, so did he, and that's when changes started to occur. I love staying inside watching Markiplier, FNAF, and Doki Doki Literature Club, and he liked going outside, playing football, and talking to his friends. Eventually, a rift started to occur, so much so that we're not even as close as we were as kids. Now, we're just brothers. Yeah, we still laugh and have fun with each other when times come, but we're not inseparable anymore. It's become more easier for us to just live without one another. In fact, now it seems like the title siblings is all the connection that we really have. I guess that's the part of growing up. Change. It's around every corner. In fact, everyone has gone through change. That's one thing for a fact that we all have in common. But it's scary. Change could be as small as cutting a full head of hair and going bald, or as big as hearing your little cousin has cancer. It's an unstoppable thing. Whether you like it or not, change will happen. You got a favorite person in your life that one day they decide to become more distant with you, change. Your parents get a divorce and they do nothing but argue 24/7 now instead of just being happy, change. These changes that we go through form who we become as people. It's how we decide who we hang out with or who we let in our lives. Sometimes change sucks. Sometimes with change, we're forced to say goodbye to the important things, the meaningful things, and it can all happen in a blink of an eye. If that's the case, then did that important thing really even matter in the first place? Remember when I said, damn, I guess my brother really is gone? That, in my opinion, is a backhanded thing to say. Yeah, it's true that Zyshawn has grown up and he's not the same kid anymore. But who's to say just because we changed means that we didn't value that time together? Who's to say just because we're not the same anymore means that we should act like those times before change didn't exist? In relationships, when they end, you would usually hear about the bad, because for some reason that's all that mattered. People act as if they weren't having the time of their life with that person. And of course it's always bad, and sometimes that bad overtakes the good and leads to change from there. But not all change is bad. Change happens for a reason, and yeah, sometimes we do miss the good old days. Zyshawn, at one point in my rocky childhood, was the most important person in my life. Him and my cousin Pooh. I miss the days where we all played with Sonic plushes together. I miss the days where our creativity seemed everlasting. I miss the days where we had YouTube channels recording and playing plushes together. Chances are you stuck around this video because you have someone who comes to mind when you think about change. That's yours, Aishan. And that person may be a brother, a sister, a cousin, a parent, a social worker. It could be literally anybody. And you probably miss them. You miss your Zaishan, and that's perfectly fine. Your Zaishan represents your inner child. It takes you back to the happy times, the times that time took away. The times where change unfortunately tells us that we're not kids anymore. Don't let go of those times. Embrace them. Be proud and happy for them. You've gone through a point in your life where you felt like the sky is the limit. And don't do it just because I'm saying do it. Do it for you. Do it for what was. Do it for acceptance and happiness. But most importantly, do it for Zaishan. For your Zaishan. Thanks for watching.